Thank you. Good afternoon,
Good afternoon.
fellow Toastmasters, guests, dignitaries. Look at this wonderful room. Sparkling eyes, shining smiles. This looks like an annual gala event of a corporate company. If an angel investor was here, they would have funded us for our energy. If we had a shark from Shark Tank, they would have written a check for our commitment and dedication. We are not here to set up the next unicorn of India, but we are here to do something more bigger. We are here to work on the grassroots. We are here to transform people. We are here for the installation meeting of Mount Carmel Toastmasters Club. Look at the theme we have, Red Renaissance. On the outset, it looks ambiguous. It looks to an extent a bit racist. What does Renaissance mean? Rebirth, revival, reincarnation. Are we celebrating red rebirth? Does birth or rebirth have a color? Having said that, who am I to complain? I took this excuse of the theme and bought myself a brand new red shirt. When I was a kid, I was exposed to red through various media. My first interaction with red was through Pan Pasand chocolates. The next interaction was through my mother's lipstick. And the most famous interaction was through my sister's nail polish. Added to these three reds, my mom introduced to a fourth red. That was her beatings. Because I always used to steal my sister's nail polish. And I got plenty of reds as a complimentary gift. Later when I grew up, I got to know that red is a color of love. And that is why red is more often than not symbolized with Valentine's Day. Such a beautiful day. Wonderful wannabe couples cozying up in parks, in restaurants, in pubs, in bikes, on trips, where not. But on the other side, poor little singles like me. We are stuck into the confines of our home in front of a black box with black stone in the heart. I've even seen the lovely side of red. I've also seen the fearsome side of red. My fearsome side of red was exposed to me by my father. I have had life-changing incidents, life-threatening incidents. My father's blood pressure used to go red as soon as he looked at my mark sheet. And trust me, this was more devastating than the timer's red card. Having said so much about red, I feel red is not just any ordinary color. Because red is a color of passion. Red is a color of action. Red is the color of love. Red is the color of bonding. And most importantly, red is a color which imbibes energy and removes stagnancy. Let's have a big round of applause for red. While I have talked about red so much, on the corner of the room, I hear Renaissance crying out loud for attention. Whenever I hear the word Renaissance, the first thing I remember is Jyoti ma'am. Any idea who is Jyoti ma'am?
Your teacher.
Thank you for guessing right. God bless you. And red bless you. So Jyoti ma'am was the first one who introduced me to this entire idea of Renaissance. It was a very popular movement in Europe which happened many centuries back. Jyoti ma'am thought a lot about various people like Michelangelo, Da Vinci, various movements that surrounded Renaissance movement. The more she thought, the more options I got to fail in the exams. Added to it, Jyoti ma'am also taught me another thing. That is 51 shades of red. Just as every powerful warrior has a chink in the armor, I had a weakness for spellings. I had found out 2 to the power of 13 ways to write incorrect spellings. And every time I had an incorrect spelling, Jyoti ma'am would take her hand, look for that red colored ballpoint pen, take that pen, put a circle around the incorrect spelling, take that shining stick and whack. Each and every whack imprinted a different shade of red on my hand. Now it's a different story that Jyoti ma'am used to get tired after 51 whacks, and that is why I am talking about 51 shades of red. Had Jyoti ma'am not got tired, maybe I would have talked about 511 shades of red. But on a serious note, what exactly is Renaissance? Renaissance is something that is leading to transformation. Is this wonderful idea only limited to one segment of European history? Is it not around us? Is Renaissance dead after the movement? You have given your icebreaker speech. You have moved on from being a silent spectator to an orator. Transformation, Renaissance. You have taken up that excom role. You have moved away from being an ordinary member to that of a leader. Transformation, Renaissance. Every morning you are spending time on that 5-kilometer jog. You are getting fitter. You are transforming, Renaissance. Every day you are spending an hour extra to read your favorite novel. You are becoming more knowledgeable, transformation, Renaissance. Renaissance is all around us. It's just that we fail to notice. And look at the wonderful predicament we are in. On one side, you have a vibrant, attractive, energetic color as red. On the other side, you have the spirit of Renaissance. And when we combine both of them together, what do we get? What do we get? Red Renaissance. Red Renaissance is a movement. Red Renaissance is an emotion. This is an emotion which gives no room for stagnancy, but all the opportunity for energy. I look at Red Renaissance as a magical, as a mystical monument. This magical monument, I believe, is built on top of 5 pillars. So the first pillar of Red Renaissance, light the fire within. Light the fire within. Red Renaissance is all about passion. Red Renaissance is all about vision. We all have a vision. We all have a why. Flame that why. Set that why on fire. It could be giving that next speech. It could be taking up that role. It could be mentoring someone. Ignite your passion, ignite your responsibilities. Because when the fire lights up from within, mundane tasks, unfathomable tasks, unimaginable tasks, all look like glittering tasks. Are you all ready to set yourself on fire?
Yes.
But from the inside, not the outside. Now moving on to the next pillar. Be bold. Be bold. Where there is bold, there is no fear. We all have a urge to do something. We all have a urge to achieve something. But what stops us? It's the fear. The fear of failure. The fear of embarrassment. But with the emotion of Red Renaissance, you don't have an option of fear. because action is the only criteria. Always remember, the worst speech was not the one that bombed. The worst speech was the one that was not delivered. Always remember, the worst idea was not the one that failed. The worst idea is the one that was never tried. Keep your fears in the dustbin. Invoke the boldness within you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready to be bold?
Yes.
Moving on to the next pillar. Master the art of iteration. We all hear this often. What did you do on your Sunday? I say, eat, sleep, repeat. Eat, sleep, repeat. We are going to take this a step higher. We are going to learn. We are going to try. We are going to fail. We are going to repeat. As Swami Vivekananda said, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. This is the same ethos we are going to follow with our iterative mechanism. Because iteration is the heartbeat of Red Renaissance. Remember, it doesn't matter whether you fail or whether you succeed. What matters is whether you have showed up, whether you are consistent, whether you are diligent. Are you going to iterate your beliefs?
Yes.
Are you going to iterate your habits?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, for the next pillar. I've only finished 3 pillars. Okay. Bonding. The next pillar is bonding. Whether you take Renaissance, whether you take Toastmasters. These communities, these movements are not based off individual superstars. This is a movement of the community, movement of the many. In this regard, I take all responsibility and say MCC is one of the club that has mastered this pillar of bonding. Because, up clap. Because this is one of the club that laughs the hardest, that shouts the loudest, and works the most. And for Red Renaissance to be successful, bonding is innate. We don't succeed as an individual, we succeed as a team. That is the ethos of bonding. Continue to be the same bonded way and make sure that your bonding is a mirror to other emerging clubs. Now, to the final pillar, masterpiece belief. This is my life. I am the hero of my life. Basically, this is the entire ethos of masterpiece belief. We are going to take other pillars of Red Renaissance and use it on top of this belief system. Always try to improve yourself till you feel that you have become a masterpiece. It could be learning that skill. It could be giving that speech. It could be trying an activity. Never stop until you find, yes, I have achieved what I want. On the day when you have achieved what you want, pick something new. Because there is no depth to perfection. It's always progression. Do the Red Renaissance pillars make sense? Yes. Just to make sure that this movement of ours don't stop today, I've got some cards for you. This is what I call the Red Renaissance card. This is not a card for your DCP points. This is a card for our individual evaluation and progress. If you feel the contents or the questionnaire in this card makes sense to you, go home at your leisure, fill this up. And there is something called as a Red Renaissance pledge. It is basically about on what aspect do you want to ignite your passion. And see if you can post this card in any frequently visited place of your own so that it strikes at you. After 6 months, evaluate yourself whether the goals you set out in this card, whether they are met or not. Because where there is a red renaissance, there is a way. Will you all try this activity?
Yes.
Now, we have spoken so much about red renaissance. In summary, red renaissance is a feeling, is an emotion where there is no place for fear, where there is always reinvention, where there is always transformation. Fellow Toastmasters, dear guests, one and all present here, let us invoke this passion of red renaissance and make our meetings red, and let us all sparkle in technicolor. If you all believe in this moment of red renaissance, repeat after me. I am red renaissance.
I am red renaissance.
Once more with more energy. I am red renaissance.
I am red renaissance.
One last time, max energy. I am red renaissance.
I am red renaissance.
Thank you.